Hi, my name is Bibek Adhikari. I am an English instructor. In today's class, we are going to solve the writing portion of Unit 13, that is, writing about past hobbies. So, let's begin. Alright, we shall now start the writing portion of Unit 11, that is called Writing About Hobbies. So, in this section, before actually starting writing about the hobbies, I want to ask you a question. What do you mean by the word hobby, or in plural form, hobbies? So, what's a hobby? Let's start from there. What is a hobby? Can you define it? So a hobby is a pursuit. In other words, it means a search. A hobby is a pursuit outside one's regular occupation, engaged in especially for relaxation. Alright, this is the definition of hobby. In plural, we call it hobbies. Singular is hobbies, so plural is hobbies. So a person can have a single hobby, or he or she can have many hobbies. So depending upon the kind of person you are, you'll either have some hobby or some hobbies. So what's a hobby? It's a pursuit, it is a search outside one's regular occupation. You may be occupied into something. Maybe you are a student. Of course you are a student. Or maybe you become a doctor in future. Maybe you become an engineer in future. But you could be engaged in some other things, say gardening, or it could be playing football. Let's say you are an engineer, but you love playing football on weekends. So what's your hobby? Playing football. And why do you play football? Because, for relaxation. It helps to calm your nerves, and after playing you feel good. That is the reason why we have so many hobbyists. People who pursue different kind of hobbies are called hobbyists. And this is the country full of hobbyists, occasional people who do one thing for a living and do something else for relaxation, for enjoyment. So that's hobby. So let's learn how to write about hobby. We shall follow the famous Burger method of paragraph writing while writing about hobby. Ever wondered what this method is? So no worries, I shall teach you what this method is all about. So let us draw a burger now. Imagine this is the fillet, followed by the top bun, followed by the bottom bun. This doesn't really look like a burger, but let's imagine it is a burger, right? So the top portion is what we call the top bun, the middle portion is what we call fillet, and finally the last portion is what we call bottom bun. Alright? In other words, now let's correlate this with writing. The top portion is what we call topic sentence. It is generally 1 to 2 sentences. Generally it's a sentence, sometimes it could be sentences. Followed by the supporting sentences. Generally it is 5-6 sentences. And finally we have something called the concluding sentence or sentences. Right, the concluding sentence is generally 1 to 2, so we can note sentence or sentences. So altogether we have, if you add everything up, you get 7 to 9 sentences. That is the standard length of academic writing, or in other words, we can say paragraph ranging from 150 to 200 words is the standard academic paragraph. We are talking about academic paragraph, and this is the Burger method of writing. The topic sentence, what does it do? It introduces the topic, or in other words, it states the thesis statement. What does it do? It states the thesis statement, followed by supporting sentences. Now, supporting sentences, they do nothing but support the topic sentence by giving examples, evidences, reasons, facts, factoids, and stuffs like that. These sentences support the topic sentences. That's why it's often called antithesis. Followed by the concluding sentences, which does nothing but, summarizes everything. That is why when you add thesis and antithesis, what you get is something called synthesis. That is the main idea. This is what we call Burger method of paragraph writing. Good. Let's study about these different sentences one by one. The first one that we have is called a topic sentence. So what's a topic sentence? It is, in fact, the first sentence of the paragraph. It is that sentence which states the thesis, right? That is what we call the topic sentence. It should be short and precise. That means there should be no unnecessary wordings. So extra unnecessary details should not be kept in this section, right? This is what we call the topic sentence. First sentence States the thesis, short and precise, no unnecessary wordings. Whenever you think about writing a topic sentence, think the famous American writer Hemingway. So I say think Hemingway. Whenever you're writing a topic sentence, think about Hemingway. Hemingway knew how to write a topic. Good sentences. So learn from Hemingway. Now let's go to the second part. It's called the supporting sentences. And what do supporting sentences do? They do nothing, like I said earlier, but support the topic sentence. Alright? Apart from that, how do they support the topic sentence? By providing reasons, evidences, facts, factoids, data, and so on. So, by providing these many examples, the supporting sentences, they support the topic sentence. This is also known as antithesis. Sometimes they contradict with the topic sentence too, but mostly they support the topic sentence. Now let's go to the last portion, which is called the concluding sentence. What does a concluding sentence do? It concludes the whole paragraph. In a way, it restates the thesis statement. But there's a trick to that. How does it restate the thesis statement? By using different words. So a lot of synonyms are used. So it's not like you can just copy the topic sentence and that is the concluding sentence. No, when you're writing a concluding sentence, you must restate the thesis statement, but by using different words. And finally, this is often called the synthesis part of the paragraph. So that is the concluding sentence. This is how we write a paragraph. So this is also known as the burger method, sometimes called the sandwich method of writing a paragraph. Now let me talk about how to write about a hobby, or let me demonstrate that by using the paragraph that is given in your book. Alright, let's read the paragraphs that are given in the book. My hobby. Different people have different hobbies. My friend Sunita Chaudhary has a hobby of reading books. Shudip Limbu, another classmate, enjoys traveling, and my hobby is gardening. I have developed this hobby since my childhood when I saw my father loving and caring for plants in the garden. Whenever I have spare time, I go to my small garden. I see the little plants grow. I water them. I sow seeds in the field and water them. I have also grown different kinds of flowers such as roses, marigolds, and lilies in my garden. When I look at them, I smile from the heart because they give me great joy. I work with a spade and a hoe every morning and every evening in my small garden. I root out the unwanted plants. There are many types of fruit trees as well as vegetables in my garden. I feel very happy to see the fruits, plants, and flowers in my garden. Thus, I grow many fruits and vegetables in the garden. I enjoy playing there. It gives me a lot of happiness. Moreover, my hobby keeps me physically fit because of the exercise I do while gardening. So this is how you write about your hobby, right? First, begin by defining what hobbies are, then go on explaining about your hobby. Keep on writing. Don't forget the burger method. So do not forget this, right? We have a topic sentence followed by supporting sentences and followed by a concluding sentence. So don't forget this. Go on writing. Now it's time for me to give you a homework. Write 3 paragraphs about your hobby, or if you have many hobbies, your hobbies. So this is your homework. All you have to do is write 3 paragraphs about your hobby. It's very easy homework. Just follow the pattern I taught you and write about it. With this, we have come to end of today's class. If you have any questions or suggestions regarding this video series, feel free to write us at learning@deerwalk.edu.np. Thank you.